Alrighty guys, so this here is the wiring for the fan controller, or the fan controlling wiring. Relays, your power cable. So I'm just going to clean this up and get it ready to install. I got a very crude instruction with this kit, so we're going to probably trial and error it and see how it goes. But it should be fairly self-explanatory. But yeah, I'm going to get to it and just slowly try and figure it out. Alrighty guys, I'm coming to you from editing because I did a very poor job of explaining what I was doing in the video. That's why I sped it up, and plus it was a lot of just nonsense. So all I was doing was just separating the wires from the relays where they go. I had the red, which was 12 volt positive. That was going to run to a power source. I did say poorly in it that it was supposed to just go to the battery, not switched. I'm changing that to where it will go to a switched power, and the ground will just go to ground, obviously. The relays control the connect to a thermostat on the water jacket. Those control whether or not the fans kick on or not, or when they turn off. I have not installed that yet. This video doesn't get to it. This just goes over the basic wiring. Later in the video there is a section on how to build a Deutsch connector. That's what I use to connect the relay wiring to the fans themselves, and that obviously is later in the video, but then I kind of go over a little more on how to do that. In the next video that's coming out is when I build the wire harness, so stay tuned for that, and that is where I will finish up wiring in the fan relays. I've been having editing issues getting videos off my phone onto my PC, but I finally fixed that issue, so videos should be coming hopefully at least once a week is what my plan is. It kind of depends on whether or not I have parts or the time to be able to work on it, but ideally my goal is to have at least a video a week, and right now it's getting to where it'll be like that. But anyways, stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the video and stick around for more fun. Okay, I was able to find some electrical tape, so I wrapped a little bit. So I mounted the relays over here. This is the ground and the power goes over there. This will end up running that way. I forgot to put over there. This is my brown cable. These are the two fan leads. So the brown will go to the blue, and then the ground needs to get put together and then just ground it out to the chassis somewhere. I think I'm going to run them right here. Alright. I have some connectors. I'm going to use a 4-pin, just connect them all into one. So it's right there. Then I've got some more wire that I'm going to extend those with. I gotta go grab my black wire. Got my black wire. It's not the prettiest, but it'll work. And actually, I think instead of a 4-pin, I think I have a 3-pin. And I'll just run the grounds into one. Yeah. I got a 3-pin right here. And the connectors. Yeah, I like that idea better. Just run the grounds into one out. And it'll be fine. How you doing, puppy dog? Alright. So we're going to take this and we're going to strip that back because I don't like how short those are, so I'm going to extend those. All of them. Just like that. See if we can get it. Pin goes in there, goes back there. That will go through the wire to seal it up nice. So let's do blue wire. Where's that? There it is. About the same length. And these will each get pins. Make sure that wire is nice and tight. And cut it. Now, see how well I can get this. You want to crimp it like that. Make sure you get the wire on that back crimp piece, or the jacket, and then the wire goes in there, and then it can slide into this little piece too. And then this will just get pushed back into here. Oh, don't forget to push it through the waterproof jacket. Like that. And then in it goes, and then it'll click in. It will click in like that. In there, and it'll stay. Last one. Now, I don't have the proper tool for doing these connections. There's a tool that crimps it properly and like really penetrates the jacket to hold it in. But I'm just getting it I'm just really squeezing down on it. It's pretty tight. It's not gonna pull out easy. Plus, once it's in the connector, unless you're yanking on it really hard, it shouldn't ever come undone. Like that, and then once they're all in, then you put in your retainer clip, and this locks in the pins so they can't pull out ever. You just gotta make sure you get your pins, oh, come on, focus. Get your pins lined up in those holes, otherwise it won't work. This is the one that goes. Oh, piss. I put the wrong one in. Don't do that either. Don't put them in the wrong one. I gotta go get a pick to get that out. Oh. Alright, I forgot this one actually goes on that side. The green one goes into the insert. There we go. That's the proper way it should look. I put it in backwards. Alright, so that's that side. Now the other side is going to be the same thing, just opposite. It's also a nice waterproof connection. So then, ground at the bottom, fan relays at the top. We're going to get a section of black. I'm probably just going to run it. Let's see. No, I'm going to run it all the way over there. Just make it look nice and tidy. Same idea with the opposite pins. The pin goes into that one. If it'll focus. Maybe not. The wire goes into the pin. Halfway. And it gets crimped down. And then the back crimps the jacket. And then make sure you get your waterproof jacket on, make sure it's all nice and sealed. And make sure when you're putting it in, you put it in the right spot. So it's going to go down at the bottom there. And it should sit flush right there. There we go. Same idea. Pushed in, other side. Wrap the wire up nice and tight and cut it. I only need about that. That's a little short actually. Oh, no, that's perfect actually. It doesn't need to be super long. Just need to just enough to just get it inside the actual connection just a little bit. Other side. Oh, I forgot to do something important. Oh, where'd my pick go? Alright, thankfully before you put that in, you're able to reach in there and pull it out. So you don't forget, or if you forget before you feed it through that. Can't forget the waterproof. I mean, you can, but then it won't be waterproof. Okay. And what's the point of spending all this time to make this nice connection? And it's not even waterproof. And then just slide it down. Use something to push it in. Don't use anything sharp because you can puncture or rip it. And then all that work is wasted because now you don't even have a waterproof connection. And then just like that, boom, that's what that looks like. And then you can put in your lock. Just like that. And there's your Deutsch connector. And push the waterproof down on this one. Make sure those are all in there nice and tight. Something that I would recommend that would help make this better is silicone lube. I don't have any, otherwise I would use it. But it definitely helps with doing all this part. Okay, now that is a lovely, solid, waterproof connection. That looks really good. Look how good that looks. And it's easy to undo. Just make sure you get your waterproof seal in. And more than likely, once this is plugged in, it's not going to come undone, so I'm not too worried about it. But even there, look how nice that looks. Even with the two wires going in, it's all sealed nice. Let's move this out the way. There we go. That looks better. Now, you can use butt connectors like these. These are just your standard crimp butt connector. I personally hate these things because wires pull out of them all the time. I have a heat gun solder butt connector that waterproofs it. It shrinks around it and waterproofs it, and that one lasts and works much better just because the solder actually, well, it solders the wires together. It's not just crimping them together. All right. Ooh. Here's what I got. They're just a solder seal wire connector. I love these things. They work so much better than everything else. Pretty simple. This standard little thing. Got my heat gun. Alright. The only thing I don't like about them is they kind of are a pain to keep still.
You can actually see the solder flow out. And once you see that is when I normally stop. But it does get very hot, so don't go touching it afterwards. But once it dries, it's just as good as a soldered connection. Get the ground going. I like to overlap them just a little bit, not too much. See, this blue one now is done, or cooled off, but it's a good solid connection on it. And I'm still gonna electrical tape it and just make sure it looks all pretty. Okay, get this side going.
Alrighty guys, this is towards the end of it. All I'm doing is just gonna end up cleaning up the rest of it, just laying it out. Like I said earlier, I don't go over wiring it onto the car yet. The next video that's coming is building the wiring harness for this. I've already started that and started recording that. This one was just more of a how-to basic. It wasn't the greatest, I'll be honest, but I'm still learning this stuff. Yeah, it's just more of a basic how-to and where it goes. Showing some things that I do and what I use. The Deutsch connectors that I brought up, they are very nice. I found the kits on, you can find the kits on Amazon for, I think they're like 15 bucks or something. Same with the water seal connector butt plugs. Those ones, I swear by those. The standard crimp butt connectors are garbage compared to them. They actually seal, they weatherize the connection, and they do solder the wire together, and they last so much longer. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the weird video. It's kind of all over the place, but stick around. More stuff is coming, and hit that like button, I guess. See you guys next time.